switch step by Perez.
On the lead leg, it didn't go anywhere. That hurt El Pube more. And Perez says, yeah, try that again, see what happens.
When you stop feeding a tiger, they get hungry. And I'm freaking starving, as you can tell. I'm at 135. I'm ready to eat, man. He's gonna let the lion out of the cage. And I'm telling you guys think I'm cocky. I put in so much work. I have one goal, and that's to be the best. And I'm gonna be the star for Combate.
He's an unorthodox fighter, which makes him dangerous. He doesn't throw strikes like a normal fighter would. He's very dirty, like dirty in the sense that of the technique wise, right? Not on a bad sense. And he comes forward, so that's the fight that I expect. Just gotta be smart, pick my shots.
I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. I've been doing this for 2 years straight. I don't have no camp. They can call, Combate call me next week and I go fight Monterrey if they want.
Well, I'm really grateful always to be able to fight for Combate Americas. Great platform for Latin America.
I'm a Mexican warrior, I'm an Aztec, and so is he. So when you put two warriors together, you're gonna see fireworks, man.
Let's go, round one.
Will it be the wild man? Will it be the technical fighter? Perez in green.
He's in a different weight class now, so let's see if this weight cut is affecting him in the way that he fights. Let's see.
Comes in, changes his angle, brings down El Pube quickly. Already got a lock of the waist of Alvarado.
I think he's sponsored by Burger King. That's awesome.
All right,
only him and Conor McGregor are the two fighters I've ever known to be sponsored by Burger King.
All right, El Pube trying to separate. Again, Alvarado trying to get up. Perez catches him with that short right hand and now looks for a little suplex. No, he just sit him back down. Andy Perez, the Golden Boy. He says, see the Golden Boy novela, the novela TV show.
Alvarado fighting the hands, looking to face his opponent.
Turns towards Alvarado here. Big knee. Good tempo early days for Perez to start this fight.
Somebody screaming in the background.
That's a very high knee. Now Perez is in an awkward position.
He's in on a single. He's also Alvarado's got the chin cupped.
But like to just get those hips down to handle Perez a little better, put himself in some sort of position where he can be the aggressor.
Andy Perez looking for the ankle pick, but Alvarado doing a good job of staying upright. Legs nice and wide, so even harder to take down.
By the way, we had a disqualification with elbows. El Pube had that little mini elbow there, and the official who made that disqualification earlier tonight in the fight between Bata Azayan and Alex Arredondo is in the jaula again. That is Chris Flores.
The difference there, however, was that they were both on the ground when he threw it.
Catching that lead leg, Alvarado.
Alvarado doing a nice job of staying nice and composed. He wasn't, rushing out once Andy Perez was trying to take him down. He did a good job of staying nice and calm. Looking for those straight 1-2.
Pube looks very comfortable in the stand-up position after taking that early flourish from Perez.
The big right hand over the top from Perez.
It worked the first time, so Perez goes there a second. Now gets both legs and brings in Pube down.
Needs to get those shoulder blades off of the fence.
I see Campbell McLaren in the background. It's a little bit off topic there. He congratulated Gustavo Lopez in a tweet, and then he said, Goito Perez, were you watching? Take that for what it's worth. So maybe that's a fight we're seeing again in 2019, and sign us up both for that one.
Hopefully he was watching, because he's made enough noise about it.
See Alvaro Sabori in the in the
Pablo
corner there.
Sabori, yep.
Pablo Sabori, Eduardo Alvarado. Sabori, he had a lot of damage in that last fight, and there was like some work done in and around his mouth as a result.
He had to get his mouth wired shut.
Oof.
What a warrior.
All right, back up is El Pube, teammate of Alday. There's the elbows coming down.
This is not a resting position for Andy Perez. He needs to rip that carpet out from underneath the legs, or referee might separate them.
Coming in from the side now. I almost thought about a Kimura for a moment. Then he just lowers down into the back. Perez just digging in, not going anywhere, as we're well within the final minute of this opening round. 3 rounds here in the bantamweight division.
Andy Perez is struggling so hard and using so much muscle and strength to try to get this takedown. Kimura.
Possibly.
Nice.
Again, Andy Perez, wild in so many ways, makes it very difficult on opponents to find something.
Yank it out. Get those hips out. Sit in on it.
He bangs on that arm of Perez, seems to soften him up a little bit.
He's banging on his head.
He almost got a little daylight for the Kimura, and then he's able to spin away. Some activity in the final 10 seconds.
Tried to go for a fireman's carry, but Pube gets back to his feet, now balancing on one leg.
Pablo Sabori, as you can see, struggling to communicate with his mouth wired shut, the result of what happened the last time out. All right, here we go.
Alvarado, he kicked him, and Perez rushes, going for the takedown again, but El Pube is nowhere to be found. Stopped.
A little banging in there, tight quarters.
Nice jab from Andy. Pube needs to get his strikes off.
Perez keeping the distance, a couple high kicks for each. Sharp right hand by El Pube.
1-2 and a left hook from Perez. Eats a left hook as well.
Perez shakes it off, but he gets caught by a little left hand as well on the way out. Now he's in protection mode, gets that left leg. A different looking Perez in this second round, and not for the better.
Got that lead leg chopped out from underneath him by Alvarado, and Alvarado's looking for the perfect strike.
Alvarado closing the gaps, lurking, seeking that power punch. Takes the lead leg again.
And returned by Perez. Again returned.
3 for $1. Oh, they're on the left leg instead.
Nice switch step by Perez.
On the lead leg, it didn't go anywhere. That hurt El Pube more, and Perez says, yeah, try that again, see what happens.
I love his attitude. Pube gets his face knocked back a little bit with a jab. El Pube is fainting, but he needs to continue on that. Fainting, but not throwing too much, you know?
Yeah, changing some levels here. Pube looking to break through. The head comes down.
Nice leg kick, and those are working for Alvarado. He needs to keep those leg kicks coming because it slows down his opponent. Keeps him at a bay. Nice right hand from Alvarado.
See if he can double up on that. Comes into the body with the left.
Alvarado says no, that didn't hurt, but he gets hit with the left hook right after.
Little jab from Perez. Golden Boy starting to feel a little more confident, at least with his work rate.
Yeah, and Perez just needs to keep this fight his own, you know, and fight the way that he normally does. He's a little hesitant. You can tell that he's not really being his regular wild self, and that's when he does the best.
Little exchange there.
There's no sense of urgency from either fighter either, and that's kind of
once again here with an aggression, a worried maybe for the counter. But a little extra seems to unlock the door here for either one. Now they get a little closer. Perez gets caught by that left. And Pube looking to close the gap inch by inch. Hits the lead leg.
You can see that the lead leg of Perez is a little red. Big, huge overhand misses from Perez. Big, huge left misses for Perez, and he shoots it for a takedown, but Alvarado stuffs it.
Uh-oh, here come the elbows. Careful, the referee comes in to warn, and he gets a little bit more 3-9 with that elbow. You can see the discoloration right around the left shoulder from the opening round there on the back of El Pube.
No takedown, no dice. Nicely done by Alvarado.
There's been a couple moments where Perez has got his head down, and Pube doesn't really follow up. He did catch him with that left hand.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Like I was saying, that sense of urgency.
From the Entram gym, and he gives a lot of credit for fighting out of that gym in Tijuana. He says, working there, we have all sorts of fighters, so I can prepare for opponents, whichever I need. Good wrestler, good striker, I have that at my disposal. But how do you prepare for a wild man like Andy Perez?
Andy Perez needs to exactly get the party started. However he does it, he did a fireman's again, and Alvarado was able to continue to stay on his feet, but
as the third round begins, all right, guys. Yeah.
yeah.
That says
Back to
a
the
lot.
fight.
That says a lot. I mean, these guys are coming in. Certainly, Perez saying he was going to do it, and to embrace and do that. It's like, come on.
But it's always nice to see that both fighters are showing signs of respect. Make him respect you.
Yeah.
Get in his face. Let those hands go.
Well, there wasn't that respect at the weigh-in for Perez. There is the respect now after a couple rounds of fighting. Who's going to let those hands go?
Guess what, Max? I heard a little birdie. We'll talk about it later.
Uh-oh, I like the little birdies that come on your... They perch right on your shoulder and tell you information.
They sure do. We'll talk about it later, though. Remind me.
All right. Here's a peppering with those lead jabs.
Boom.
All right. Live here on DAZN. Andy Golden Boy Perez, Eduardo and Pube Alvarado. Alvarado in black, swinging for the fences, looking for that separation. Coming in, and here again, the head goes down for Perez, but nothing from El Pube in a follow-up. It's just an odd matchup. That right hand slips in nice and straight. Again, it gets through from El Pube. This seems to be working for Alvarado. Catches the punch by Perez.
Nice lead leg kick from Perez.
And that right hand starting to get loose for Alvarado. Onto the lead leg. Fans getting into it.
Telegraph. 3 minutes less in the third and final.
Nice tight punch there. Perez lurched over. That head is there.
Corral him in there. Do not let him go away.
Perez, his body language, not great right now.
He's shelling up a bit. He don't like getting hit.
Oh, no. He's looking at the clock now.
He got hit clean with that left hook, and he didn't like that.
Where's the follow-up? This is where Pube has to go for it, no?
Yeah. You smell blood in the water, you got to pounce.
Again, shelling up, as you said, and leaving a pretty clean target if Alvarado can get that punch quickly out.
Perez is still dangerous, though. Especially once you get him up in the up against the jaula like that, they start swinging out of desperation, and sometimes it's those desperation shots that you get knocked out on. Like that, get off me.
I would imagine the wild nature of Perez has kept El Pube honest here, as he comes in with a punch or two and then gets out of town. missing there. At least volume. Let's work that jab. That's better combination from Alvarado.
Nice straight 1-2 right down the pipe for Alvarado. You know what? I don't want to change the style of Perez at all because everybody has their style of fighting, you know, but sometimes just adding a little bit more to your arsenal can never hurt, you know, just adding more tools. Nice straight jab, beautiful stick right in the eye of Alvarado.
Now up against the cage. Alvarado could do some work here, closing the gap. Perez puts that head down and throws a couple punches. 1 minute to go. Right hand catches the side of the face of Perez. Arms tangled up here for the better portion of the third round. Now the communication.
Pube pouring it on. Alvarado leg kick. Seconds.
Well, it looks like El Pube has done enough. He's been the clear aggressor in round 3, close to that aggression in round 2. First round, Perez seemed to have an edge. And now an attempt at a guillotine. It was short-lived. It comes and it goes. Now some elbows start to drop, but time's going to run out here in this third round.
Fireman's again, but did not complete the takedown. Perez thinks he did enough to win the fight.
I don't think he did. But the body language is good where they try and sell it. All right.
Perez's corner is like, you the man, you won, champ.
He's looking for his first win in Combate. Alvarado looking for his second win.
29-28, 29-28. El juez Rocky Taylor anotó 30-27, 30-27. Y el juez Roger Woods anotó 29-27, 29-27. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Para el ganador por decisión unánime, Eduardo El Pube Alvarado.
I feel bad for Andy Perez, but his face suggests he won, but in fact he lost by unanimous decision. Won by 29-27. Suggesting there was a 9-9 round? Is that correct? Well, there you go. That was, if you can see it etched on his face, he may be in line for some disappointment here, and he certainly was.